Hello and welcome everyone to Pandora's Tarot. These are the readings for the month of September. As I always say, please remember to check your rising and your moon sign as well as your sun sign so you get a full picture of the energies that are available to each and every one of you throughout the month of September. For those of you who are interested in astrology, September is a really important month. The energies are shifting. It's eclipse month. There are two actually. One is lunar and one is solar eclipse. So do check your favorite YouTube astrologer because September really is a month where all the energies that we have been feeling up until this moment in the year will shift into something much more positive. So do check them out. And of course, if you would like a private reading, you can contact me at pandorastarot@gmail.com. The information is in the box below this video, so you can just copy paste from there. Okay, so I will see you again at each of every one of your readings. And of course, I always say thank you for spending your time with me, for commenting and subscribing and sharing and liking. So thank you for being a part of this community. Okay, let's move on to the readings. Hello Libra, let's jump in right into your reading. Welcome back. Okay, we have in the challenge position the Hierophant in reverse. Now this is a card that when we see it in the upright, it represents institutions, bureaucracy, anything that has to do with paperwork and with institutions where there is or organizations where there is a chain of command. It can also talk about higher studies, higher learning, going to college, university, and all that sort of things. In some cases, it does represent the institution of marriage, in its most traditional way. Okay, so being in the reverse, it means that this is there's an institution or some kind of bureaucratic road you have embarked upon that it's not really moving forward. Okay. Again, anything that has to do with signing paperwork and all of that, it's just not working. It's not moving forward. And you realize in this month of September that it's been stuck for too long. Okay, this is not something that starts in September. This is something you have applied for. It can also represent banking institutions. Maybe you applied for something and months ago, okay, and it's just not the paperwork is not moving. And at first, I feel like you were like, well, maybe this is normal. It's part of this bureaucratic road. It's going to be slow. Okay, but then you're going to partner up with someone, and I believe you're going to start to see things from a different point of view. Actually, you're going to see the situation from a different side. It might even be someone who is related to this institution or this type of paperwork, or someone who knows how these things work on the inside. Because we have in the center of the reading a Two of Rods, and the Two of Rods represents a partnering up, an association. Okay, it could be a romantic association. So for some of you, if you're going through a divorce, it might mean that you are meeting someone in the month of September. Actually, not meeting someone completely new. It is more like you're going to reunite with someone. But regardless of that, we're going to talk about that a bit later. But here's the thing: the Two of Rods represents a partnership. Okay, the coming together of two forces that, when they're together, they're much more stronger because they're together. Okay, we see the man here is holding the world on the palm of his hand, and that makes him powerful. Okay, at least he feels like he can accomplish everything that he wants, right? And the Wands are the element of fire, and it has to do with creativity, with things that makes you passionate. So this partnership, whether it's romantic or not, it's key to your month Libra, and it's also key to figuring this one out, okay? Because I think you probably felt helpless up until this moment, saying, well, I can't really do anything. I don't, you know, I sent all the papers, I did everything I was supposed to do, and it's still there, and this person comes in and it's like, no, there's more we can do. And it's someone who has like inside information, okay? And like I said before, it's someone from your past, because we have in the things you won't be able to avoid, whatever you have to accept. The Six of Cups, and Six of Cups represents reuniting with people from our past, from our childhood, our teenage years, from even a previous lifetime. This is sometimes a card that represents reunion of soulmates. And it's also looking back at the past as, like longing for the past as something that was perfect, or it was so good back then, So reuniting with this person will give you that sense, that feeling of, oh, it was so good back in the day. And at the same time, this person will bring, it's almost like by partnering up with this person, you regain your power. Okay, you get your power back, Libra. And this is when you find out that this institution, or whatever it is that this represents for each and every one of you, it's not actually acting, they're not being honest, okay? Because we have in the help position 2 cards that are actually not that good, but it comes up as help. So that means that this person actually is of help, even though he or she might carry, they might bring bad news into your life, but that allows you to move forward or to take action on this. We have in the help you're going to receive the Seven of Swords. This is a card that represents someone someone not acting honest with honesty, okay? So this is someone who's taking what does not belong to them. It's the card of someone stealing from you. And usually I tend to say that this is not, since it's a sword card, it's not a theft of something that is tangible. Sometimes it has to do with, the sword is the element of air, and that's all that has to do with thought pattern and expression through words, and it's that kind of ideas and that sort of thing. So it could be that someone is stealing your ideas or taking credit for them, not only because of the Seven of Swords, but also because we have the Sun in reverse. And when the Sun is in reverse, it means that you're being drained of your energy, and it also means that you're not being recognized, you're not receiving the recognition that you deserve. When the Sun is in the upright, it represents energy, happiness, children, and it represents the sun shining upon you, so it means that you are recognized, okay? Being in the reverse means that they're stealing that from you. They're stealing your the recognition that is rightfully yours, Libra. So you find out through this encounter with this partnership. It doesn't mean that suddenly you're going to see this person every single day, okay? Maybe you meet this person at some reunion. Say it's someone from school. Maybe you meet them, you re-encounter them at some kind of reunion from high school or something like that, and it turns out this is someone who worked for this company or this bank institution or whatever, and they give you some information, and they tell you, look, if you need more help, just here's my number or something like that. They lend you some type of not only help, they give you information, because they basically they will let you know that this is going on, okay? That whatever is going on with this is just not right. It could also be a company that you might be working for, okay? If it is a company, it has to be like those big international conglomerates, things, companies that are really big, and they're taking away your ideas, they're stealing from you in some form, okay? Now, this information that comes to you, it's actually a good thing. This is why two bad cards came up as help, because you finally get the chance to realize, or to finally find out what is it that is holding up all this information. Perhaps, like I said before, if it isn't related to work, maybe it is something that you have been talking to your boss about getting promoted. Okay, and you go like, I've done all of this work, I've brought all of this clients, or I have all of these ideas, and I think I deserve it. And your boss has been telling you, oh yeah, yeah, well, we'll see. And then this other person tells you, yeah, I work for them, they're doing this, this, and that. Okay. Once you're able to get that information, you're going to use it. Okay, you're going to use it to move forward, because the final card is the Chariot, and the Chariot is the highest success card that we can get. Okay, so it also represents movement. So you're finally able to move forward from this. The Chariot also represents, like I said before, movement. So it might even be that you end up leaving this place, leaving this institution. But I don't think you're just, in the case that it has to do with something that you requested, paperwork, some kind of thing like that, it's not just that you're moving on from this. I think you're going to take action, as in confronting them and saying, I know this has been going on. Okay, so because this also represents institutions, it might even be that you end up talking to a lawyer, or getting advice from someone in that front, because it really is dishonest what they're doing. And for the majority of you, it's theft is illegal, and that's what the card really talks about. So if you can prove it, whatever this is that it's being done to you, then you should really take legal actions, okay, because you will be successful. And it also allows you to bring some sense of justice and closure, so you can move forward. Okay, so it might even be that you move on to a different job. It might be that you move your request, or whatever it is, all these things, to a different institution. Okay, you move on to a different banking institution or something like that. So overall, even though it might not be nice to hear what these people are actually doing, it's a good thing that you're finally figuring out this, so you can figure it out, put it behind you, and move on to a better place. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. Thank you for spending your time with me. I'll see you next month, Libra.